Now, what is the scientific role in this regard? You know, the history is divided into two periods: pre-scientific period and post-scientific period. During pre-scientific period, man was obsessed with superstitious ideas. Everywhere in the world, in every nation, in every country, life was superstitious. In every aspect of life, superstition was dominated. Superstition was a dominating factor in every aspect of the life, everywhere in the world. Now, science, the advent of science was against this superstition. For the first time in history, science was able to remove all these superstitions. Now, what is science? Science is divine knowledge. Science is nothing but divine knowledge, divine laws. When you discover those universal laws, those rule the universe, then you call it science. Science means those spiritual, science means those universal laws set by the Creator in our world. So when man was able to discover these scientific laws, he became able to remove all those superstitions. Here I would like to give some examples. For example, we are living in nature, in the world of nature. In ancient days, man was worshipping all those natural phenomena like sun, moon, stars, planets, and mountain, ocean, even trees and animals, all were supposed to be divine or gods. So what is shirk? Shirk is nature worship. In ancient days, man was worshipping nature, and this is shirk. When you worship other than God, anything other than God, then you are doing shirk. So man was worshipper of nature. It is called in the history of thought nature worship. Nature worship. Then science explored that nature is simply nature. It has no divine element. For the first time in history, science was able to disclose that nature is simply creature. Nature has no divine element. So science dethroned nature from the status of divinity. This is what I have said, corrective role. This was the corrective role of science. Science dethroned the nature from divinity. So this was corrective role of science. Now we know that nature is nature. Nature is simply creature. Nature is for us, not we for nature. all the nature world was created for man, not man for the nature. So this was the corrective role of science in this regard. Then I would like to give another example. For 2000 years, man was believing that Earth is center of the solar system. Some people were believing that Earth is the center of whole cosmos. So it was this thinking, according to this, developed the geocentric theory. Aristotle was believing in this theory, geocentric theory, that Earth is in the center and Sun and all other planets are revolving around the Earth. This was geocentric theory. It was completely wrong. Then science discovered that this is not correct. Earth is a satellite, it is not central body. In the solar system, Sun is the center. Sun is in the center. So all these planets revolve around this Sun. So it was science that proved, after long research, that Earth-centered theory of solar system was wrong. And science established that sun-oriented solar system or sun-centered solar system is right. That is heliocentric theory. So this was a corrective role of science. There are thousands and thousands such examples. And I think that in spirituality also, there is a corrective role of science. What is that corrective role? You know, for centuries and centuries, man was believing that spirituality is based on heart-based spirituality. You know, spirituality is a very old discipline. It is not new discipline. In different names. Although the names were different, but spirituality is an old discipline. And people were generally believing that heart is the reservoir of spirituality and everything is in the heart. So we have to unfold spirituality from heart by adopting some practices like muraqabah, like meditation, like tasawwuf. So people were engaged in some practices with this belief that heart is the center of all kind of spiritual thought, and we can unfold spirituality from the heart by adopting these kind of practices.